Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you'll be successful. In everyone's life, at some time, our inner fire goes out. It is then burst into flame by an encounter with another human being. We should all be thankful for those people who rekindle the inner spirit. At times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. The purpose of human life is to serve, and to show compassion and the will to help others. Sometimes our light goes out but is blown into flame by another human being. Each of us owes deepest thanks to those who have rekindled this light. I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I know, the only ones among you who will be really happy are those who will have sought and found how to serve. Constant kindness can accomplish much. As the sun makes ice melt, kindness causes misunderstanding, mistrust, and hostility to evaporate. One who gains strength by overcoming obstacles possesses the only strength which can overcome adversity. Compassion, in which all ethics must take root, can only attain its full breadth and depth if it embraces all living creatures and does not limit itself to mankind. An optimist is a person who sees a green light everywhere, while a pessimist sees only the red stoplight. The truly wise person is colorblind. The only ones among you who will be really happy are those who will have sought and found how to serve. Man has lost the capacity to foresee and to forestall. He will end by destroying the earth. Never say there is nothing beautiful in the world anymore. There is always something to make you wonder, in the shape of a tree, the trembling of a leaf. Man must cease attributing his problems to his environment, and learn again to exercise his will, his personal responsibility in the realm of faith and morals. A man is ethical only when life, as such, is sacred to him, that of plants and animals as that of his fellow men, and when he devotes himself helpfully to all life that is in need of help. By having a reverence for life, we enter into a spiritual relation with the world. By practicing reverence for life, we become good, deep, and alive. The willow which bends to the tempest, often escapes better than the oak which resists it. Anyone who proposes to do good must not expect people to roll stones out of his way, but must accept his lot calmly, even if they roll a few stones upon it. The true worth of a man is not to be found in man himself, but in the colors and textures that come alive in others. Life becomes harder for us when we live for others, but it also becomes richer and happier. Everything deep is also simple and can be reproduced simply as long as its reference to the whole truth is maintained. But what matters is not what is witty but what is true. Seek always to do some good, somewhere. Every man has to seek in his own way to realize his true worth. You must give some time to your fellow man. For remember, you don't live in a world all your own. Your brothers are here too. A man can do only what he can do. But if he does that each day, he can sleep at night and do it again the next day. The highest proof of the Spirit is love. Love the eternal thing which can already on earth possess as it really is. If a man loses his reverence for any part of life, he will lose his reverence for all of life. We cannot possibly let ourselves get frozen into regarding everyone we do not know as an absolute stranger. As soon as man does not take his existence for granted, but beholds it as something unfathomably mysterious, thought begins. A man is truly ethical only when he obeys the compulsion to help all life which he is able to assist, and shrinks from injuring anything that lives. The great secret of success is to go through life as a man who never gets used up. One truth stands firm. All that happens in world history rests on something spiritual. If the spiritual is strong, it creates world history. If it is weak, it suffers world history. Day by day we should weigh what we have granted to the spirit of the world against what we have denied to the Spirit of Jesus, in thought and especially in deed. Whoever is spared personal pain must feel himself called to help in diminishing the pain of others. We must all carry our share of the misery which lies upon the world. I can do no other than be reverent before everything that is called life. I can do no other than to have compassion for all that is called life. That is the beginning and the foundation of all ethics. Impart as much as you can of your spiritual being to those who are on the road with you, and accept as something precious what comes back to you from them. Just as the wave cannot exist for itself, but is ever a part of the heaving surface of the ocean, so must I never live my life for itself, but always in the experience which is going on around me.